All right, hi everyone. I'm back today with the one exercise for turnout that has changed the way I use my turnout muscles and how I hold my turnout while I'm doing really hard things in ballet. So, this is an interesting setup. So, here I am with the bench, and do not go out and buy one of these because it mostly just takes up too much space and doesn't get used. But but I would suggest maybe you could do this with a chair and then finding even looping around the chair leg this band. So it's basically on this leg here, and it's a circle band, and I am going to loop this around my leg here. All right, and I'm just going to organize myself so that there's tension in the band, so my leg is just hanging, so I'm supported mostly by the bench, and then my lower leg is hanging off. Okay, and then just smooth this leg out of the way a little bit. And what I like to do here, this is just such a good exercise, and I have a pretty light band. You don't need anything too heavy for this, but I bring it up with my heel forward and back down. That's it. So it's just initiating, and you feel like a crazy amount of work happening in places you didn't even know engaged. Because I not only have inner thigh happening here, but I also have that outer glute wrapping around, and it's just amazing. So really sit tall and then just bring that heel forward. And I'm just already shaking as I try to hold, because it's just something we don't work unless you're doing something like this. Even in ballet, you're not going to be developing this sort of strength in that hip the same way. So I'm going to go, just bring that heel up, so it's kind of turning the underside of my calf and heel forward. Show it and down. We're going to go for 5 more. 4. And this is just something you can do in the morning when you're eating breakfast. And I think it really helps your mind get into that heel first mentality that you need to stay really strong and safe in ballet. Let's do last one. Sorry, last count. And never hurts to do more, right? So let's now let's go ahead and take this off. So I'm going to come around to the other side. Just for demonstration purposes, I would usually just flip around, but I want you guys to be able to see. Okay. All right, so now I'm over here on this side. And then again, it's kind of, you can kind of face toward it, right? Kind of be in parallel. And then make sure that that upper thigh is supported by the bench. Flex that foot, bring heel forward and back down. So really it's making sure you have enough resistance. I have to move away to get more. If I feel like there's not enough, that's better. Squeeze. So I feel that inner thigh really working, which is great. Again, a chair leg would be perfect for this. So you can kind of rig something up. You do not have to buy anything else. Sitting really tall, shoulders down, relax the neck. Sometimes we're like, this isn't helping gain turnout in our legs. So let's go for 4. 3. You can also have a friend hold the bands, and you can have any type of bands in that case. And they can hold the ends of it out to the side, and you can be doing this. So if you have a really good friend that would do that for you, then go for it. Okay, let's do last one. Good. And then let me just tell you that if you want to, I like to do this because it feels really good. I switch out the feet so I can stay on the same side. And I like to do the internal rotation. So now what that means is we're in the same position, but we're almost bringing that heel out to the side like that. So we're going internal, and we have to just switch the band around one more time to do the other side. But you feel it in a different part of the hip, and I feel that really helps make sure everything is balanced, because we get really imbalanced doing ballet. So we're always working certain things, and we're not always working the opposite, and this is the opposite. So let's just quickly do 5 more. 4. So it's really just the heel like swooping out like this to face the front of, if you're in front of a mirror or something, you'd be seeing your heel go away, heel show. Last one. Okay, so it's just kind of a little stretch almost, and then now we have to even it out. So let's just quickly move this to the other side. Okay, and now I'm putting my right foot in to this band on this left side. Okay, so again, getting oriented here. It's a little bit hard to find it, and then you start to feel, once you do this a few times, you'll kind of feel it out. So heel is coming to show. So you see how you see my heel, and then it comes, retreats a little bit. So show, and I just feel like almost like a little crampy here. But as I keep doing it, it starts to just kind of mellow out, and then that's when I know I've done enough, where you know, we've worked it and kind of balance things out in there. 5, 4, 2. That's a little bit crampier. 1. Okay, that should do it. And then let's just do a little stretch. So bring that right ankle across the left knee, and just flexing that foot. We can push down with our right hand, gently push that right knee down, and we can kind of bend forward. So do a flat back here, and then just reach forward from the hips, actually. So you're not going all the way down. It's actually more effective if you hold your core in and then just go forward. Let's take 3 deep breaths. So let's do 1 more. Now let's switch. And also, I failed to mention that you don't have to just do 10 reps. I like to do 30 reps of this exercise. You know, coming forward, especially in that turned out one. The internal one is not as important to get 30. But I like to do 30, so I feel a little bit more work, because I didn't really do that many, but I just want to show you what to do there. So you can kind of, it's kind of a passive thing, so you don't have to, it's not too hard to get to 30, you know, it's while you're drinking your coffee, like I said, you know, in the morning or whenever. So. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helps you find that wrapping and the beautiful turnout that you're able to hold throughout all of your dancing, and I will see you next time.